Hi, I'm Malcolm Poynton, Global Chief Creative Officer at Chail Worldwide. It was very exciting to participate as Grand Jury President at ADFEST this year for the reason that we had the best and brightest of Asia and the Pacific's creative leaders as jury presidents and jurors. So it made shaping this show this year very exciting and very inspiring. I think the ADFEST show this year pointed to two trends. The first, I would say, is a return of more wit and humour. The second trend is the elevation of craft, truly exquisite craft, whether it's in an analogue way or a very digital way, craft that really draws consumers in and rewards them. This is what ordinary work cannot achieve. And I would say those were the two trends we saw emerge this year. There were many campaigns that impressed me this year in their creative ways that they solve very different challenges. From campaigns like Samakorn from Thailand Property Development Company that use humour to resolve a confusion around naming issues, to the drug test poster from Korea for Strong Girl Namsoon that uses new technologies to make analog print relevant and engaging today, as well as the eco campaign called Shelmet. But the one that stood perhaps as being so complete was Japan Railway's 150th anniversary. And I think the jurors really appreciated this for the fact that it not only has craft in a traditional sense, but in truth, it's creating a giant adventure for people to enjoy the history of 150 years in the present day and explore all 900 of these rail stations that really engages consumers. The craft also that we're used to in an analog world from stamps and notebooks existed in the digital and mobile paradigm, where things like taking a stamp digitally responded to how much pressure you put on it as to how much ink would appear on the digital screen. These things meant that it was a complete experience and a complete campaign that really emotionally connected with people. I think when judging work, especially at a global level, there are three key criteria. Firstly is how fresh is this way of solving a challenge? How fresh is the creative idea? But with that comes the second criteria, which is how truly relevant is this to the brand that it's coming from? How imbued in the brand, and how is it truly celebrating the brand? And third is the level of execution. It has to be world class. Again, it doesn't matter whether it's in an innovation or tech space, a mobile space, or a physical experience. The craft has to be world class. But once you check all three of these, the real determining factor is, does it move you as a juror? Did it move consumers? Our creative philosophy at Chail Worldwide is ideas that move. And that's for a good reason. Ideas that move people, move business. I think a really interesting approach that helps get to great creative answers is when we work with a brand or a product, it usually is within a known category. And when you look and you map that category and the communications or advertising in the category from your competitors, you generally find a pattern. And if you've got a pattern, I would liken it to having wallpaper. Once you can see that pattern, then it's much easier to find a way to break that pattern with a fresh imprint for consumers that will mean that your client's brand or product stands apart. And if you do that in the way that, you know, emotionally connects and moves them, then you will outperform your competitors very easily. But this is actually a way of ensuring that you take a creative leap to break the conventions of the pattern that the category has. Firstly, I would say I think Korean advertising is really at the forefront of innovation and technology that is changing advertising. And when you're that cutting edge and progressive, it takes sometimes other people around the world to catch up to where you're at, maybe to celebrate it at the level that it could or should be celebrated. My kind of feeling is that Korean advertising should continue to do what it's doing. It truly is inspiring people from other countries because of its approach being so unique and so cutting edge. And I think that if it continues with that path, the successes will come. Sure, I would say keep believing in the power of creativity. While we have all these amazing tech innovations and leaps with AI happening, keep believing in the power of creativity. You see it in K-Wave. We see it in K-pop, K-drama, K-film, K-food, K-fashion, K-beauty. The power of creativity to build brands and to make the world a better place for people is second to none.